Welcome to our documentary on the case Regents of the University of California versus Bach from 1978. This case changed how schools built education. The case started when Alan Bakke, a white applicant, was denied admission to UC Davis Medical School, twice due to a racial quota they had. The school had a policy that reserved 16 out of 100 spots for minority students, completely disregarding Bakke's grades and test scores even though they were higher than some of the minority applicants. Bakke argued that this policy violated his rights under the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment and the Civil Rights Act of 1964. This documentary will explain background of the case, the Supreme Court's ruling, and how the decision still affects society today.
The Regents of the University of California versus Bakke case changed how schools handle diversity in admissions. The Supreme Court said schools couldn't use strict racial quotas, but they would still consider race as one of many factors when deciding who gets in. This ruling showed how important diversity is in education and how it helps everyone learn from different perspectives. After the decision, colleges changed their rules. They started looking at the whole student, not just grades and test scores. Things like extracurricular activities, essays, and life experiences became just as important. Even though the ruling allowed schools to work toward diversity, it brought up questions about fairness. Schools had to figure out how to include everyone without breaking the law, and this is something they work on today.
Regents of University of California doesn't just affect schools, it also changes how workplaces and public programs handle diversity. After ruling, businesses and government organizations started looking for ways to include more people with different backgrounds but without using strict board quotas. This case made people think a lot about what fair support of affirmative action setting was needed to make up for the past discrimination, but others just this case made people think a lot about what's fair. Supporters of affirmative action said it was needed to make up for past discriminations, but others felt it could be unfair to some people. These arguments get everyone talking about equality in more workplaces and societies think harder about how to give everybody a fair chance. Even today, this case influences how we approach diversity and inclusion, not just in schools, but in jobs and in work areas, and also aspects of life.
Based on all the provided information, the Regents of the University of California versus Bakke case was a major turning point in shaping affirmative action. They allowed schools and workplaces to consider race as one factor to promote diversity while banning strict racial quotas. Even today, the case remains important. It continues to influence policies and spark debates about fairness, equality, and opportunity in education and beyond. This case reminds us that finding the balance between diversity and fairness isn't easy, telling us that these are important conversations for our future. Welcome to our documentary on the case of Regents. Well, why did I say
Regents of the